Post 6 baseball is on the air. It's day 2 of the Northwest Regional Championship as the Sixers move on to the winners bracket after their victory yesterday. The Sixers 65-10 on the season and winners of their last 12 straight games. They will take on the defending American Legion World Series champion Idaho Falls Bandits. Post 6 baseball on 1480 KRAE is being brought to you by our fine sports sponsors. Once again, we send it to Gillette, Wyoming for baseball action featuring the Post 6 Sixers as they move on in the winners bracket to take on the defending American Legion World Series champion Idaho Falls Bandits. Before the opening pitch, let's check in with our pregame show and bring on our announcers for today's game, Chris Brintle and Nick Proietti, right here.
We are live here at Lackey Memorial Stadium in Gillette, Wyoming. It is day 2 of the Northwest Regional Tournament, and the Cheyenne Sixers are looking to knock down the reigning, defending, back-to-back World Series champions in Idaho Falls. This is going to be a good one. Chris Brintle here, Nick Proietti here to my right. Nick, this is all the makings of a great game. You have 65-10 Cheyenne, 32-9 Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls right back where they seem to always be.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, as they have established kind of that go-to team here in the Northwest Regional Tournament, again, winning it a couple times in program history. Again, Post 6 looking for the first ever regional championship, where, again, they, too, find themselves here in this winner's bracket. Again, these two did meet in the regular season, as we alluded to yesterday, meeting in the Firecracker Tournament out there in Powers Field, where, again, Post 6 ran into a couple errors, lost that game, unfortunately, to the Bandits. So, for Post 6, oh, so sweet would be revenge here today because, again, they would advance on to that winner's bracket, again, further to their destiny, again, making that American Legion World Series. As of right now, we also, too, want to mention that we did have earlier contests, part of the loser's bracket of this Northwest Regional Tournament. We do have 2 teams that have exited out, and, again, their seasons have come to an end. Unfortunately, one would be, at least, the Rocky Mountain Lobos out of Colorado. Again, they lost to that Eagle River, at least, squad. And then, unfortunately, Chris, I hate to do this to you, but, unfortunately, Gillette in a close effort to that Yakima Pepsi Pack team. Again, a 3-2 effort, but Gillette, fortunately, their season has come to an end as well, too.
So the winner tonight plays at 7 tomorrow, and the loser of this game will fight for their lives tomorrow at 10:35 a.m. right here at Lackey Memorial Stadium. This is very interesting. I'm going to get right into the starting lineups because I have them for us right here. This first will be for Idaho Falls. Batting first and playing first base, Chandler Robinson. Batting second and playing third base, Davin Luce. Batting third and playing center field, Elliott Jones. Batting fourth and pitching, Merritt Jones. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, Nate Rose. Batting sixth and playing right field, Ryan Horvath. Batting seventh and catching, R.J. Woods. Batting eighth and playing left field, Hunter Miller. And batting ninth and playing second base, Connor Hall. This is a very tough lineup. They hit .330 as a squad. Their on-base percentage just a tick under 500 as a team. Now your starting lineups for the Post 6 Sixers. Batting first, playing second base, Mason Tafoya. Batting second and pitching, Coulter McAnally. Batting third and playing first base, Zach Kostopoulos. Batting fourth and playing shortstop, Kelvin Hastings. Batting fifth and playing left field, Julian Romero. Batting sixth and playing right field, Dominic Lopez. Batting seventh and playing center field, Wyatt Hott. Batting eighth and catching, Caden Anderson. And batting ninth, play third base, Ethan Reichstorfer. And, folks, do we have a pitching matchup for you? Merritt Jones, 0.45 ERA against Coulter McAnally, an ERA of 0.53.
Yeah,
I am here for that.
This is what you want. Again, you expected out of Post 6 to go with Coulter McAnally again against another team that is anticipated to at least be in championship Sunday. Again, this Idaho Falls team. This is pretty much the championship game if you're Post 6. Again, you win this contest. You got unbelievable amounts of momentum and confidence to move on tomorrow to take on either Medford, Oregon, or again, take on that Billings Royals team. Again, whoever comes out of that contest after this one wraps up. So, again, this is the championship game to an extent for Post 6. You got to get past this squad, and then that reality, that dream at least becomes within sight for Post 6 to move on to North Carolina to represent the state of Wyoming in the American Legion World Series. Very quickly want to take this opportunity to thank our fine sports sponsors, and also too we will get to Madrid Ty Lane. You had a chance to sit down and chat with him today. But again, we would like to thank First Tier Bank, Merit Plumbing and Heating, Pages Act Lane and Number One Properties, Platte Valley Bank, Chick-fil-A across from Powersfield and Windmill and Del Range, Medicap Pharmacy, Key of Cheyenne, the Gale Window Company, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service, Wyoming Department of Transportation, Two Doors Down, Pizza Builders, Cheyenne Pack and Ship. Also, too, would like to thank Mondell's Pizzeria, Birch Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, The Brake Stop, Leagueway Superpond, Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, Mary's Mount Cookies, Lennox Auto Body and the Auto Glass and Detail Center, and last but not least, Taco John's, our scoreboard sponsor. Chris, as I alluded to, again, you had a chance to speak with Magic Ty Lane, recap yesterday's contest, again, that win over Eagle River, and preview, again, this matchup between the Bandits and the Sixers, which, again, this is a rematch of one contest at Powersfield where, again, the Bandits took advantage. So what we're going to do is step away and get to that comments here in a few, at least in 1 minute, as you're listening to and watching Post 6 Baseball here on 1480 KRAE.
Meet Barry. After a long cold winter and a couple of hard stops, he was on a drive, and then he started to notice this. It is recommended to have your brakes checked every 5 to 10,000 miles or once a year. At the Brake Stop, we always offer 100% free brake inspections. Let our ESC certified technicians see if your brake pads and rotors are getting along. So for the best brakes, best service, best price, stop at the Brake Stop. Our Casper location, 2849 East 2nd Street, 307-473-3072, or in our Cheyenne location, 1622 East Lincoln Way, 307-514-6231.
In moments, we'll have the first pitch between Cheyenne and Idaho Falls. I think a matchup that a lot of people have been waiting for. Idaho Falls, of course, the back-to-back World Series champions, but they face a tough team today in the Cheyenne Sixers. Ty Lane here to my right. As you can see, now, Ty, big win yesterday. I was saying yesterday, if you were to have a game plan of how you want day one to go, that would be it. Feeser he threw 44 pitches. You guys get the win. It's an easy win. You move on.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Bradley was really good, 44 pitches, and then T-Rod came in and was fantastic. And, we also wanted to get Bailey out there. He didn't get a start in the state tournament. He's one of our better starters, and he had 2 relief appearances at state, so felt like he needed to get a little bit of work, and he was able to get out there and throw an inning. So I think that sets us up well in the future of this tournament here. And, we got some runs going. We scored more runs yesterday than we did in any game at the state tournament. So felt good to get offense going a little bit. And we got some help early in the game, but we also put some good swings together. So it was a good day.
I loved your game plan because you guys took a lot of pitches. You guys, you do that. These guys, they can tell what's going to be a ball usually. They can tell what's going to be a strike. You use that to your advantage. And you get 6 runs, 2 hits in that inning because of plate discipline. And you didn't bite on those breaking balls. Your team was magnificent in that regard. And I think today you might see something similar. And I know a lot of guys are like, hey, you might face a really good pitcher today. Maybe you're aggressive early. But with this team, they know the game so well, you can just kind of pick and choose where you want to get your runs. And that's what happened yesterday. I want to talk about something else, though, as well from yesterday. We brought it up yesterday. You guys mitigate mistakes. You don't make a lot of errors. Same thing yesterday. You get a lead. No mishaps really cost you any runs.
Yeah, we were clean, and our pitchers did a great job of getting the ball in play and letting our defense work behind them. And we made a lot of plays defensively and just stayed clean. And it's easier to do that with a lead. You take a deep breath, and it alleviates some of the pressure there. But, I think our pitching, it was a little tense, at the state tournament, and you could see a little bit of tenseness in them yesterday. But the fact we're able to get 3 guys out there and kind of get their feet wet in the tournament, hopefully that'll pay dividends moving forward.
It is very interesting mindset here at the postseason. Usually you're a team that has the target on your back.
Right.
You're the hunted. You go into this game kind of the way around. I mean, Idaho Falls back-to-back World Series champions. You guys now can be the hunter. Have you talked to your team about that, or they just kind of know? Well,
I think the biggest thing is our guys are just so excited for this opportunity. I mean, how many times do you get to face the 2-time national champs and have it line up in a situation where you get to throw your best pitcher, you get to put your best lineup out there, and get to see kind of where you stack up. And we've played this team a few times. We beat them Last year we beat them. We beat them the year before that. We only played them once this year, and they got us. We made some mistakes in that game. But, we're confident in the fact that we've played these guys. We've beaten this team. They're a really good team. We know we have our work cut out for us today. But, we're going to take some confidence in the fact that we get to throw our best arm out there. We get to be the hunter, like you said, and just try to knock them off today.
Hey, I'm loving it. This is what it's all about. It's the Northwest Regional Tournament. It's the Sixers. It's the Bandits. Winners bracket game. First pitch coming up. We're real close here on 1480 KRAE.
Chase your new adventures with the fun and rugged all-new 2023 Kia Sportage. I'm AJ Miller, and you will impress and rule the road with the 2023 Kia Sportage. Kia Sportage comes with an outstanding array of available features, a 12-inch dual panoramic display, premium audio, and wireless phone charging. Kia Sportage also has best-in-class cargo space. Come by Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123, or go to kiaofcheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
Here, Colter McAnally getting the start for the Sixers. This dude has had quite a season. In fact, he's won 7 straight starts. He's 9-1, 0.49 ERA, 62 and a third innings pitched, 128 strikeouts to 14 walks. Kind of just take a second and think about that. Now, he has a complete game shutout, a one-hitter against Gillette in the postseason. That was at State last week. He had 19 strikeouts. In his last 2 outings, he had 17 Ks. That was against Gillette as well. And then he had 19 Ks. That was against Gillette as well. And then in between there at the state tournament last week, he could have very easily been the state tournament MVP. He's pitched a scoreless 7th inning to finish out that win, that comeback win against Sheridan. What did he do there? Well, he struck out the side.
Well, and again, you talk about, for Colter McAnally on the mound, getting those complete game shutouts, again, putting all those strikeouts against the Gillette Rough Riders. Again, let's give a nod to the Rough Riders, again, a team that at least had 40-plus wins here this season. Again, had a good showing out here in the Northwest Regional Tournament.
First pitch from Colter, a strike called, inner portion of the plates. That is a nasty pitch tailing in on the righties. Chandler Robinson digs in for the first time, hitting .383, no homers, 24 driven in. A high leg kick in the 0-1. This one forcing fastball that tails away. You make a very good point. You had a great year, 49 wins with a very young team. That's why Ty Lane and Abe Hurleyberg, co-Wyoming managers of the year. The 1-1 offering. Line drive, center field. Wyatt Hott drop stepping. Oh, it's going to be over his head. It's going to roll across the warning track and underneath the sage green wall. Into second base is Chandler Robinson with his 17th double of the year.
As that'll get this Bandits crowd pumped up here. Again, good representation for both Cheyenne and Idaho Falls for this. Again, a packed house here in Gillette for this matchup. Again, this might as well be the championship game. Again, these are 2 very talented teams, including this Idaho Falls team that has tasted, again, national championship back-to-back years.
Robinson at second, nobody out. Davin Luce digs in, .379 hitter. No homers, 16 driven in. McAnally is ready at the midsection, runner at second, nobody out. And now he looks the runner back. That runner is Robinson, and he is quick. A single would more than likely here early in this game give Idaho Falls the lead.
I mentioned the earlier matchup in the regular season between these two at Powers Field, part of that Firecracker tournament. Again, Post 6 losing that contest to the Idaho Falls Bandits by a score of 7-3.
McAnally rears back. Showing bunt that time was loose, and he didn't get it back in time. It was called strike anyway. Count 1 strike.
This is a 7-inning contest, metal bat tournament. No time limit. Again, double elimination format as well, too, of the Northwest Regional.
McAnally is so good after he gives up a hit or a walk. The rare occasions he does that, coming back, throwing that first strike. He's just so magnetic in that regard. And, man, he's got that 4-seamer that can tail away from the righty. He's got that 2-seamer that can tail in. to the righties, and then you throw in his off-speed stuff, and you can see why this dude's going to be at Utah. That breaking ball missed in the turf.
A good stop by Anderson behind home plate, preventing that runner to advance on. So we got a nice little color-on-color matchup between the two today. Again, Post 6 in their blue unis, the light blue shoulders. For Idaho Falls, kind of an interesting, get another move, at least taking a look back for Coulter McAnally. For Idaho Falls in a unique kind of, at least they're kind of ready for battle out there with a kind of camo look, or at least that just.
It's like a Desert Storm type of.
That green, just, that military green.
The 1-1. There's the tapper. Waiting on it is Tafoya. He's got it. Fires to first. He gets him by a step. That does move the runner, though. So Dave Van Loos does what he wanted to do. He gets Robinson to third, and Idaho Falls trying to manufacture a run. Now, this offense can score, but they have no problem whatsoever playing small ball as well.
You're seeing something very similar of what we saw yesterday for Post 6. Again, that Eagle River team got out early, top of the first, managed to get that one run on the board. But again, we know what happened as Post 6 winning that contest very, very comfortably.
First pitch to Elliott Jones, misses in the turf. Another nice block behind the dish by Caden Anderson. Elliott Jones, he's a dog, man. He's hitting .438, 6 homers, 34 driven in. He's balled all season. The late kick by McAnally, the 1-0. And that one misses low of the turf, and the count is 2-0.
Game time temperature right now, my reading around 96 degrees, sunny skies, wind going left to right here in Lackey Field.
Feels great.
It's not too bad. Again, no impending weather as well, too.
McAnally, feet staggered, glove by his hat, the 2-0. Watch out now, that curve stayed up.
And I feel like you're saying that because, again, you're here in the press box with that nice AC. Again, on that turf, it's a little bit different. It's a little warmer down there.
I feel that AC on my back, man. It's a nice breeze up here in the press box. McAnally, runner at third, one down. A chance for Idaho Falls to take the lead. It's a nasty fastball, inner edge of the plate. That, again, tailing in on the rider.
Coulter McAnally, again, just phenomenal on the mound this season. He's worked out a jam.
He rears back the 3-1. Breaking ball falls in for a strike, quadricep high. The count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chandler Robinson is at third. Idaho Falls can take the lead with a grounder to the right side or a medium to deep fly ball here. They don't need a hit. With the runner at third, 1 down. McAnally cocks his right arm. The 3-2, tap foul behind home plate. It's right across to the Gillette G. We are live at Lackey Memorial Stadium, day 2 of the Northwest Regional Tournament. I did the math. If you lose on day 2, you have a 22.6% chance of winning this regional. If you lose on day 2.
Played it simple for Post 6. Hey, don't lose. You need
Exactly.
to win.
That was actually higher than I thought. I'm not going to lie. I thought it'd be in the teens.
In the teens, yeah.
Yeah, that's higher than I thought, and my math could be off. Not going to lie here.
But we'll trust it again with that 20%. Again, it's a tough route. But we've seen those teams come from that loser bracket to eventually, again, come away with a victory.
Beauty. Right there by McAnally. Another strikeout. How many times, especially you guys here at KRAE, do you say McAnally strikes him out? There's another one right there. 2 away. And it comes at a big time because now a runner at third with 2 down. And now Idaho Falls, they can't just manufacture a run. They need a timely 2-out hit here. And it is all up to Merritt Jones, who's had a great year. 351 hitter, 5 homers, 37 driven in. He's got some pop.
How big a confidence boost will this be for Post 6 to, again, at least prevent that run across the plate? Again, runner right now 90 feet away for Idaho Falls. And again, going back to that regular season contest between these two, it was errors in the field by Post 6 that allowed Idaho Falls to take advantage and win.
That curve hit him right on the left tricep. So Merritt Jones hit by a pitch. He trots down to first, and Idaho Falls, the Bandits have runners on the corners. 2 down in a scoreless contest. We're just underway. We're in the top portion of the first. The winner moves on to play at 7 tomorrow.
And they await the winner of the late night contest here today between Billings Royals and Medford, Oregon.
Loser plays Yakima.
Oof.
And it's an elimination game at 10:35 in the morning.
And unfortunately, again, Post 6 knowing that Pepsi Pack team very well. Again, they are a talented bunch. Again, getting the win earlier today against the Rough Riders.
Now, Ty Lane's going to come out and have a conversation real quick. And I think this is just, hey, let's remind the infield of what we're doing here. Runners on the corners, 2 down. A chance to calm your pitcher down just a tad. Coulter McAnally's had such a magnificent season, he doesn't have base runners a lot. I mean, I'm trying to spit it out. He really doesn't have to work around base runners a lot. And so in this situation, if you're tied, come settle things down.
Early on in the season, he definitely ran into, again, at least some difficulty out there, at least with the base pass. But of recently, again, I think that's more so of, hey, he hasn't been used to, again, running into tough situations, especially with, again, those phenomenal starts against the Rough Riders, whether it was regular season or, again, postseason. So, absolutely, I think Ty Lane just kind of settled him down, seeing something probably on that previous pitch that at least allowed the runner to get on at first. Just got to go out there and say, hey, Coulter, pitch your game.
Read the room, manager is what I call Ty Lane. He read the room there. There goes the runner, a fake throw, and they're going to go ahead and let Merritt Jones get to second base. So Robinson at third, Merritt at second, Nate Rose at the dish, 325 hitter, 2 dingers, 30 driven in.
Again, looking at the dimensions here of this ballpark here in Gillette. Again, down the line, 320, straightaway center, 400. Bower Alleys, left center, 379. Over at right, 376.
McAnally rears back, the 0-1. Nasty 12-6 that caught the edge of the plate on the outer end. And now McAnally 1 strike away from getting out of this with no damage. Idaho Falls have 2 in scoring position. It is 1-1, actually. I beg your pardon. McAnally ready. The 1-1 offering. And that one misses low and away. And the count is 2 balls and a strike with runners at second and third, 2 away. Nate Rose, early in this game, trying to give the Bandits the early lead. The late kick by McAnally in the 2-1. Misses low and away, 3-1.
Coulter does have an open base there if he is to lose his hitter. In post 6 right now, again, they trailed early on in yesterday's contest, but did not phase them. They're trying to put up that 0 here in the top of the first.
McAnally cocks his right arm, 3-1. Missed inside, he walked in. McAnally wanted the call, as you can see. A little frustrated there, he didn't get it. So bases full of Bandits, 2 down, and Ryan Horvath, who's a hot hitter right now, he's hitting 400 in limited time, 5 homers, 34 driven in.
And this is a scary guy up the plate with bases loaded. But thankfully, again, 2 outs.
And now the Bandits do a little cheer here with their entourage, the Bandit section. The pitch. That's a 4-seam fastball. That's a strike right there on the outer edge. And you know what? Coulter has pitched a lot of breaking balls here in this inning. I go back to that fastball a couple times during this at-bat. Why not? He has got him working, whether he's painting the left side or the right side of that plate. He cocks and fires the 0-1. There's another one. Painted the outside edge again. It's 0-2.
It's got some beautiful velocity. Again, nice pop from Coulter McAnally. Again, we've heard that many a time this season, him on the mound.
Bases loaded, scoreless game. Top of the first 2 down. McAnally laboring in the first. They set up outside edge, 0-2. He got him swinging. Slider by McAnally. That ends the inning, and it ends the Bandit threat. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Bandits nothing. It's the Sixers coming up. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Post 6 baseball, and you're watching Post 6 baseball on 1480 KRAE.
Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and we offer your family the best selection and service in the region with expert advice and quality work done right the first time. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
Before you go flat, you better go fat. Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
Pete's Builders here. As you're probably aware, your neighborhood was just struck by Mother Nature. We've already begun receiving calls to come out and inspect for damage in your area. Before you let just anybody hop on your roof to take a look, please understand that we are a locally licensed and insured company that has done business in Cheyenne for nearly a decade. Call us now to schedule your free inspection while we still have availability. Don't be the owner of the roof that gets left behind.
Call 307-514-5489 or go online to petesbuilders.com.
Scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. Merritt Jones for Idaho Falls one of the top-line starters for this pitching staff. It's a very good staff. Merritt is 8-0. We talked about McAnally, 0.49 ERA. Merritt at 0.45 ERA. 46 2/3, just 25 hits allowed, 72 Ks, 12 walks. What's interesting about this pitching matchup, these guys kind of very similar in how they're going to approach things.
Absolutely. Again, it just mirror image. So, again, this might be a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel of, it might come down in this contest, again, who makes that first mistake that allows, again, the team to score. And that might be kind of the situation that we got on hand between these two. Looking forward to it as you're listening to, again, Post 6 Baseball on 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480KRAE.com on the audio side.
The spark plug, the catalyst, Mason Tafoya. The junior will dig in first. Tafoya 6-20, 3 ribbies in the postseason. 379 hitter, no homers, 37 runs batted in.
Very quickly on the visual side, 1480 KRAE's YouTube channel, over on Twitter as well too at ProMan56MP. Go follow, go subscribe.
That one temp foul to the right of home plates. And the count is 0-2. And this is what Merritt Jones does. He's going to get ahead of you and really put the pressure on you as a hitter. I mentioned, this Sixer team, they might be patient, but in the end, they might have to attack this guy early. The 0-2. Tafoya pops that one up, and it's going to land foul well out of play, first base side.
As this is day 2 of potentially 5 for Post 6, at least guaranteed to play 3 in this double elimination format.
The 0-2 to the leadoff man for the Sixers. He got him. And that, my friends, was what I would call nasty for Merritt Jones. His first strikeout of this game. That's tough for Tafoya, really. That ball looks like it's going to stay up and then dives right back in the zone.
And again, Tafoya, who very rarely strikes out on the season, got fooled by that one.
High leg kick, and the next pitch incoming to the dangerous Coulter McAnally. Waves and misses. The count is 0-1. Coulter Jr., 444 hitter, 6 homers, 66 driven in the regular year, 3 for 20, 4 ribbies in the postseason. The 0-1. Four-seam fastball strike called at the knees. 0-2, and I believe McAnally just looked back, and he's a little frustrated with that. He wants that call when he's on the hill. The leg kick, the 0-2. Hot shot, one hops to Rose at short, he backhands. Couple of crow hops. Fires over, a low throw, but Robinson handles it. 2 up, 2 down for the Sixers here in the bottom of the first.
Very impressive start on the mound here for the Idaho Falls Bandits. Pretty much just pure gas out there, firing in Post 6. Just having at least just that pre-scouting mode, have a little difficulty solving them.
Zach Kostopoulos. High leg kick, first pitch to Zach. Check swing, got the shoulder off his bat, but checked it in time on a low pitch. It's 1-0 to Zach. He's got an on-base percentage of just over 500. In the regular season, he had 416, 7 homers. He has 8 total homers. And he has a homer in the postseason. There's a bouncer up the middle. Rose tracks it down behind the bag and makes a nice throw to first. They get Zach. Man, Rose can cover some ground out there at short. That time he went all the way behind the bag and forehanded it. And that's the inning for the Sixers. And I might be premature with these comments. I think you might be right about the pitcher's duel. We're scoreless through 1.
The players return to the field. Up to bat are the Warriors. First up, number 7. There's the pitch. It's a hit. Good for a single. Next, number 18. He swings. Line drive to center field. 15 steps up. Another hit. Bases loaded now as number 40 approaches the plate. It's headed for the fence. Grand slam. The Warriors win the game. Make it home safe. Buckle up. Every passenger, every trip, every time.
Knock it out of the park with your family dinner tonight and score a home run with Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down menu selections are perfect for the active family. From gourmet burgers served with bottomless fries to soups and salads to the all-new platters. Two Doors Down, where you can enjoy a great dinner and still be able to take your family out to the ball game. Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. For full menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, flipping great burgers since 2009.
Scoreless contest. We enter the top portion of the second inning. Lower third of the order due up for Idaho Falls. R.J. Woods to lead things off, followed by Hunter Miller, then Connor Hall. If anybody gets on, we'll go back to the top of the order with Chandler Robinson. R.J. Woods, 292 hitter. No homers, 24 runs batted in. Coulter McAnally labored in the first, but got out of it with no damage, and he would love to have a quicker second inning, that's for sure.
I think that's what we're all hoping to get, a quick 1-2-3 here.
There's a strike called, outer edge of the plate at the knees. The count is 0-1. McAnally wanted that call when he was at the plate hitting, and he got it right there.
The strike zone, again, kind of similar to what we experienced yesterday.
That 0-1, a delayed call, but called a strike.
And even that delayed strike call is similar to what we experienced in that Eagle River Post 6 contest.
Count 2 strikes.
And Post 6 winning that game 10-2, finding themselves moving on in the winner's bracket.
That 0-2 pitch, and that one's going to bounce and carry him to the backstop.
And the final 4 teams here, at least in this winner's bracket, again, these 2 playing right now. Matchup coming up after this one wraps up. Again, Medford, Oregon, taking on the Billings Royals. And the Billings team out of Montana.
The 1-2. Tapper foul behind home plate. So you win this game, you play at 7 tomorrow. You'll play the winner of the Medford-Billings game. You lose this game, you're going to fight for your life tomorrow at 10:35 in the morning against Yakima.
And we already know 2 teams have exited out of the Northwest Regional Tournament, again, Gillette Rough Riders and also 2, the Rocky Mountain Lobos.
There's a tap, and that's foul right at home plate. It's 1-2, and McAnally ahead in the count. Scoreless game, top of the second inning. Big gap in left center field here. McAnally, glove above his cap, kicks his leg up, the 1-2, tap foul again. Staying alive right here is R.J. Woods. That is something also sometimes you overlook when you look at a lineup, but guys that can really make you work, really make you labor by just fouling a lot of pitches off, seeing a lot of pitches. That Cheyenne lineup does the same thing.
We even talked about, again, the size of, again, R.J. Woods at the plate right now.
1-2, swing and a miss. He got him. A darting four-seam fastball, tailing away on the outer edge. Third strikeout of the game for Coulter.
That's a way to start out the top of the second for Coulter McAnally with a strikeout. Again, it's just going to be a contest just pure off of just confidence and momentum. That's what you need on the defensive side.
That brings up Hunter Miller, 2 for 28, 11 runs scored in limited time. First pitch from Coulter. Four-seam fastball, strike called at the knees, and the count is 0-1. 1 out, bases empty, scoreless game. Top of the second inning. Winner's bracket game at the Northwest Regional Tournament in Gillette, Wyoming. That 0-1 stayed up chest high.
Got to take that pause to see if it's going to be a strike call because, again, Coulter's not missing by far. Again, those are right around that strike zone.
Late kick by McAnally in the 1-1. Swing and a miss, another darting four-seamer tailing away from the right-handed hitter. And it is 1-2 to Hunter Miller. Connor Hall on deck. 1 out, bases empty, no score. Coulter pushes off his back right foot, explodes to the mound. There's a little bloop towards second. And then waiting there is Mason Tafoya, and he makes the easy catch with his red glove. 2 away here in the Idaho Falls second inning.
That's what you like to see for Post 6. So quick 2 outs. Looking for just that simple 1-2-3 half inning. Get back out to, again, offensive side. Take the early lead.
2 down. Base is empty. McAnally looking for that quiet inning. The high leg kick and the pitch. Fastball strike, outer edge. Well, Idaho Falls had the bases loaded in the first. They left them loaded. And against a guy like McAnally, sometimes you just got to take advantage of those few opportunities you're going to get. Idaho Falls did not convert. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them later in this game. Count is 1-1.
And for either team here in this contest, again, if you are to lose, does that mean your season comes to an end and you live to see another day? But the pressure is on.
That is a 2-seam fastball that can tail in on the righty and catch that plate. 1-2 the count. McAnally rears back. The 1-2. Line drive. Left field, Romero. Drop steps, back pedals, makes the catch. That ends the inning. McAnally gets him in order in the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's the Sixers nothing. It's the Bandits nothing. It's the Northwest Regional Tournament. You're listening to Sixer Baseball on 1480 KRAE.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Hi, this is Larry Proietti for cars in downtown Cheyenne. This is the only place I take my vehicle for service, be it just an oil change, timing belt, checking on my heating air conditioning unit, and even to replace a burnt-out brake light bulb or worn-out windshield wipers. John and the staff are there to take care of most minor repairs. John is even a TechNet professional. What does that mean to you? He's one of the best when it comes to servicing your car or truck. Check out technetprofessional.com today. Open Monday through Friday at 604 West Lincoln Way, or call Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service for an appointment at 632-0498.
So we enter the bottom of the second inning. Kelvin Hastings to lead things off for the Sixers. Heart of the Sixer order due up. First pitch to the bare-handed Hastings. Waves and misses. Had a pitch that died on him and dove away from him. Kelvin Hastings, 327 hitter in the regular year, 1 homer, 34 driven in. He's had a tremendous postseason, 8 of 22, 5 ribbies. The 0-1, he gets the call there on the outer edge along the paints. It's 0-2.
This is going to be an unbelievable, just taxing afternoon for both teams to get a hit on the board. And the way that these starters are showing their skills right now.
Merritt Jones stepping off the rubber. Hastings. Dirty blonde hair coming out of his midnight blue helmet. The leg kick, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That one died on him as well. A breaking ball that time by Merritt Jones. Boy, Merritt kicks up high on the mound right there.
Nice little leverage, but again, helping the velocity for him. I would love to have a speed gun on both of these pitchers to see what they're doing today.
If I kicked up that high, we would need some sort of wheelchair or hover round to get me off that field, because I'm going to pull a hammy and probably a groin.
You might be speaking a little bit higher, too.
The 1-0 pitch. Tapper foul opposite field, just beyond the post 6 dugout. 1-1 the count. 1 out, bases empty. Scoreless game. Bottom of the second inning. Postseason baseball in Wyoming. You got to love it. The 1-1. Misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. The count to Julian Romero. Romero, 399 average, no homers, 34 driven in. 1 for 3 yesterday with an infield hit and a walk. He's 5 for 15 in the postseason, and there he watches a four-seam fastball catch the outer half of the plate for strike 2.
Even count here to Julian Romero as post 6 looking for their first hit.
High leg kick of the 2-2 missed away, and the count is full, 3-2.
Again, phenomenal crowd here in attendance. Again, both representing Idaho Falls and Cheyenne today.
Now the leg kick, payoff offering. Chopper towards third, just foul to the left of the bag.
Good effort by Romero, just timing a little bit off. If he just a little bit more on time, that could have been extra bags right there for how quick that Julian is.
A leg kick by Merritt, the 3-2. Missed away, he walked in. Boy, I waited on that call because I was not sure where the home plate umpire was going with that. That was a borderline pitch. Romero drawing the walk.
You and everyone else in this stadium holding their breath to see what that decision was going to be. Thankfully, it is a walk, and post 6 with a base runner on board.
Cheyenne 65-10 overall. They've won 12 straight, 25 of 26, 35 of 9 against quality opponents. But here you go. Here's the most impressive stat for the Sixers, I think. 7-1 against regional teams, if you don't count yesterday. So really, they've won 8 of 9 against regional teams from last year. Romero will lift that one, foul it out of play, first base side.
Again, that glaring loss to, again, this Idaho Falls team at Powers Field.
I would say when you play regional teams from last year and your only loss is against the back-to-back World Series champs, you'll take that. And that misses away. That little stat, by the way, has actually kind of reigned true so far in this tournament.
How so?
Well, because Cheyenne has a really good record, a winning record against regional teams from last year. The Billings Royals has a winning record against regional teams from last year. Both those teams still in the winners bracket. Idaho Falls has a winning record against regional teams from last year. And we've seen Gillette, who was 0 for 10 against regional teams from last year. They're out. Rocky Mountain didn't do very good against regional teams from last year. They're out. The 1-1 pitch. That is looped down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Going first to third easily is the speedy Romero. Now the ball is thrown on the side rail. Romero's going to sprint home. Here comes the play, and he dives across his left hand across home plate as he pumps his fist. And the Sixers take a 1-0 lead.
There was that miscue, that error that we talked about where, again, we were going to get that at least first run, and that is how it comes for post 6. Again, wild throws across the entire diamond by Idaho Falls. And just like that, post 6 leads 1-0 with a base runner 90 feet away. Wow.
Yeah, now they can make it a 2-run lead here, and they don't need a hit to do it. With a guy like Wyatt Hott, who handles the bat very well. Hott digs in, 358 average, no homers, 34 driven in, 2 for 8 with a ribby here in the postseason.
Getting a rare miscue for that Bandits team, costs them.
First pitch incoming to Hott, misses low and in, ball 1. And this is very interesting. Infield in. So early in this game, we're in the bottom of the second. And the infield is in here for Idaho Falls. They do not want to be down 2-0. And that probably has something to do with the fact that Coulter McAnally is on the hill for post 6. The 1-0 offering. Swing and a miss. That one died on Hott at the shins.
Again, going back to that Lopez hit, which again was so perfectly done, just right field. Again, first hit for post 6 here in this contest.
Jones is ready. Glove near his abdomen. The 1-1. That one misses low and in. 2 balls and a strike to Wyatt Hott. 1 for 3 last night was Wyatt.
Scottsbluff, Nebraska product. Again, moving into Cheyenne, being a part of the Sixers program this season.
Stretched by Merritt Jones, trying to minimize damage in the second. He fires the 2-1. There's a little bloop. That's trouble. That's down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It drops just to the right of the chalk. Lopez crosses home plate and scores. And Wyatt Hott has a bloop single down the left field line and an RBI, and the Cheyenne Sixers have a 2-0 lead. Hott driving in his 36th run of the year.
A big breakout inning so far for post 6. Taking advantage of everything that they can. And to get cashed in so far, 2-0. So we had a quick mound meeting to compose.
That was a very good pitch, I want to mention, by Merritt Jones. Hott did enough to get down, throw his hands at it, and loop that ball in the perfect spot. But again, tough luck for Merritt.
And again, for Wyatt Hott, that just kind of felt like an excuse me swing at it. And again, it fell, thankfully, in fair territory.
No, Nick, he meant to do that. Come on, man.
We'll give him credit.
That right?
We'll give him credit.
You don't practice a little bloop single in the right spot? I don't know. The count is 0-1.
You might do that with that fancy new hitting cage that they got in Cheyenne now.
Hott over at first. He's got a good sized lead. He's got some speed as well. The stretch from Merritt Jones. 2-0 Sixers. There goes Hott. They're going to test it. Swing and a miss. The ball squirts away from Woods and easily into second base is Wyatt Hott, and now he's in scoring position with 1 down. And this is what I mean, Ty Lane reading the room here. He has not tried to steal once in this game. He's got Idaho Falls on the ropes. He has a 2-0 lead. Why not be aggressive right here when you get the momentum? It's kind of like betting. It's kind of like betting sports, man. You gotta let it ride, man. You get that momentum.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's just continue it, let it go. As very quickly do want to mention, at least for Idaho Falls, R.J. Woods taking a little time. Again, looked like at least maybe got plunked at least with that ball. He's head out to the dugout right now as we have a brief delay in this contest.
You don't want to lose R.J. Woods
and he
right now, especially because of what he does defensively.
Might have hit him in at least a very unique area on the body. Again, a very sensitive, at least, subject that he's going to take some time.
Are you saying he's talking high? Maybe?
Possibly.
Yeah.
But we do have a slight delay here with, and don't know if Woods is out of this game or what's going to happen here for Idaho Falls.
I think he's okay. I think they're going to let him come back in. That would be my hypothesis here. See, here he comes. He just needed to take a breather.
Probably get some water.
Get some water. And hopefully he can have babies in the future.
Glad you had to at least put that in there. Resetting things here, very quickly get away from that again. But yeah, at least you kept it clean.
I kept it clean. I was trying my best.
0-2 count. Runner in scoring position over at second for Post 6, who leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Back to baseball.
Absolutely. For R.J. Woods again, hopefully he does not have another similar situation. And it looked like the ball just kind of bounced off the turf and hit him.
Count 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 down, and now Merritt looks him back. Well, you know Merritt Jones is not going to panic. He's kind of an unflappable kid. He knows that his team's still right in this thing, down 2-0. But if you're Cheyenne, man, you want to keep your foot on the gas pedal.
If you're the Sixers right now, if you're manager Ty Lane, even for me right now, again, watching this contest unfold, that 2-0 lead, you feel pretty comfortable right now with McAnally on the mound.
I feel comfortable with sending Hot and trying to get him to third right here, to be honest with you.
We'll see if Ty Lane will be aggressive.
Merritt comes set. He's ready at the abdomen. Beat staggered, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a high fastball. Good bounce back for Merritt Jones after allowing 2 runs. And that brings up Ethan Reichstorfer. Reichstorfer, 327 hitter, 27 driven in. He's 2 for 9, 4 ribbies, had a couple of big hits at the state tournament last week.
Looking for another big hit here in the regional tournament.
Merritt has kind of slowed his pace down. He's taken his time as he's working out of the stretch. Pitch incoming, and that one dove away and kind of dove down for Reichstorfer, and he swung and missed it. The count is 1 strike.
And you wonder if he's slowing down the pace just again with the heat and just the conditions out there right now, kind of slowing down the breathing, or at least again trying to work through the elements here in Gillette.
Righty versus righty matchup. The 0-1 waves and misses again, same location. And the count is 0-2, and Merritt Jones might come back to that same pitch that gave Reichstorfer issues here, the first 2 of this at bat. At second base is the speedy Wyatt Hott. A single would more than likely extend this lead to 3-0. Right now it's 2-0, Post 6. We're in the bottom portion of the second inning. Merritt Jones is ready. He kicks, he fires the 0-2, he got him swinging. Same pitch, different location. That ends the inning. But Cheyenne gets 2 in the second. And as we go to the third, it's the Sixers 2. It's the Bandits nothing. You're listening to Sixer Baseball on 1480 KRAE.
Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Delrange across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Delrange.
Proud supporters of our student athletes in Cheyenne and Laramie County is Cheyenne Pack and Chip at 3901 East Pershing Boulevard. Cheyenne Pack and Chip would like to extend a huge thank you to our community for your support to make their first year in business a success. So when you need something to be sent and packaged properly, let the experts at Cheyenne Pack and Chip handle the legwork and packaging for you. Like in all athletic events, it takes a team to be successful, and Jeff and his team at Cheyenne Pack and Chip always strives to be the best. Cheyenne Pack and Chip, 3901 East Pershing Boulevard.
2-0, Post 6 has the lead. We enter the top portion of the third inning. Colter McAnally has to feel a nice deep breath and feel pretty good. Maybe the Albatross got a little less heavy with that 2-0
Without a doubt. Again, the weight on their shoulders right now, again, that just lifted a ton with, again, the 2-0 lead. Like I said, with Colter McAnally, again, for us, for Ty, for, again, these Sixer fans, yeah, feel pretty comfortable right now for Post 6 in this position.
McAnally ready, cocks his right arm. First pitch incoming here in the top of the third. And that's some hard stuff right at the quadriceps down the middle. The count is 0-1.
Sixers as of right now, 6-0 in the postseason, looking to make it 7 straight.
Chandler Robertson's first at bat, a stand-up double. That was back in the first inning.
And Sixers, at least defending and again winning the 2022 Wyoming AA State Championship.
Leg kick in the 1-1 pitch. That one misses low and in on that curve. Three-peating as state champs for Cheyenne, 19 out of the last 22. Idaho Falls three-peated as Idaho State champs as well this year. They were in trouble yesterday. They found a way, did Idaho Falls. A tapper to Reichstorfer, 30, backhands it, fires an on-the-run throw. Picked at first by Kostopoulos. They got him by a half a step. One up, one down in the third.
What an impressive play there all around. Reichstorfer to, again, Kostopoulos get that dig out.
And that's going to bring up Davin Luce. He chopped out to Tafoya at second, his first time up. He's a 377 hitter, no homers, 16 runs batted in. Davin digs in from the right side. McAnally, high leg kick the pitch. Fastball strike belt high down the middle. It's 0-1.
Interesting to see again post 6 approach on the mound with Coulter McAnally.
Now that 0-1 pitch stayed up high, neck high, and the count even, a ball and a strike. 2-0 Sixers. Top of the third, base is empty, one down.
Can imagine if post 6 comes in the bottom of the third and again adds more to their lead. Again, will Coulter McAnally be pulled from this game on the pitch count?
That foul ball puts him ahead in the count now. Coulter leading this 1-2, one out. So far the Sixers 2 runs on 2 hits. They got that all in the second inning. We're in the top of the third currently. Winner plays at 7 tomorrow. The late kick in the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch down at the turf. Anderson with a drop third strike will barehand it and fire to first to officially record the strikeout. So now 2 up, 2 down for Idaho Falls, and Coulter McAnally starting to kind of get in a groove, if you will.
Oh, without a doubt. Again, he is comfortable on the mound. Feels, again, a weight off his shoulders. He's going out there and just pitching his style, which has just been unbelievable for the past couple starts.
Late kick by McAnally, the pitch. Fastball strike, outer edge of the plate. Both of these programs have celebrated success within their states in a similar way. The one thing Idaho Falls has, they've gone deeper and they've won regionals. They've won the World Series a couple of times. Cheyenne trying to get to that point as a program, the 0-1. And that one's a curve that drops low at the shins. It's 1-1.
Sixers again looking for that history. First time winning the regional championship, moving on to the World Series. Be the first team out of the state of Wyoming.
Chopper to third. That's a fair ball. Just over the bag. Heads down into the corner. And rounding first and on his way to second base is Elliott Jones. He gets a 2-out double. So Jones at second. He is now hitting .437. 26 extra base hits. And all of a sudden here, Idaho Falls could cut the lead in half with a single.
Pressure situation once again here for Coulter McAnally on the mound with the runner in scoring position. But again, thankfully 2 outs. 1 is all that is needed to put up another 0.
McAnally now will look him back to second base. Elliott Jones, the runner at second. He's there with 2 away. 2-0 Sixers lead. Both teams have 2 hits. 1 error committed by the Bandits. That had a lot of pop to him, man. That was a 4-seam fastball tailing away and still had that velocity that the Utah Ute coaching staff likes.
And I've equated to it, and it feels like it today. Again, this feels like that championship matchup between these two.
And now McAnally looks the runner back again at second base.
And post 6, if you're able to get it done and win and beat this Idaho Falls team, again, that day with destiny seems bigger and bigger for the Sixers.
Stretch here by McAnally, the low lay kick, the 0-1. Ground ball sharply hit, and it is off of Reichstorfer's glove as he tried to backhand it down the left field line. Jones rounding third. He comes across and scores. And the lead is cut in half. Into second base goes Merritt Jones. Jones drives in Jones. Merritt drives in Elliott. And Idaho Falls is down 2-1.
Reichstorfer just missing that line drive just out of his glove. Trickles on into the outfield, and just like that, Idaho Falls gets runner at scoring position over at second.
And that brings up Nate Rose, 325 hitter, 2 homers, 30 driven in, walked his first time up, and another hit here could tie the game. That is post 6's first error of this tournament. This team does not beat themselves very often. What they do well is when they do make a mistake like that, they don't let one error metastasize into 2 3 errors. They don't let it bug them. They just kind of roll on past it.
They've had one game like that during the regular season where, again, it really got out of hand, but they found a way to win, and I think that was, if I at least remember correctly, it was against the Colorado Slammers.
Well, Anderson behind the dish right here has done a great job when McAnally has those curves dive in to the turf. Another block by him. Those are things that go unnoticed sometimes when you're watching a baseball game, but I tell you what, coaches notice it, and broadcasters do too. Ty Lane's going to go have a conversation. This time it's just the catcher, Anderson, McAnally, the pitcher.
I think it's just to settle down. Coulter McAnally, especially with, again, the run coming across. Again, just settle him down, at least relax at him. Tell him, hey, focus on just a hitter. Don't worry. Defense will get it done for you. Just simple, just kind of that motivational talk for Coulter McAnally as of right now. Again, this team, we talk about errors, is what bounced him out of the regional tournament last year. Again, we go back to that Yakima contest. Again, a couple errors, especially when Fees are on the mound, cost him that contest. And again, that Pepsi Pack team advancing on past. So that is something to keep an eye out. That, again, errors can be costly. And Post 6, again, felt the brunt of it last season, as we will have an intentional walk.
So Rose is now at first after that intentional walk. You have Merritt Jones at second base, and they want to deal with Ryan Horvath. Horvath, as I mentioned, has really come on strong late in the year. He's hitting .400, but he did strike out his first time up, and he looked like he was having some issues with picking up McAnally's pitches. I think that's why they've decided to do that intentional walk.
Here's a situation going back to that error again. Reichstorfer, again, just out of his reach, just very close on that play. Again, allowing that run to go by, but it's a scenario that, again, Post 6 has dealt with a couple errors here in the month of July, moving into August, that, again, can't hand great teams like this opportunities. They'll cash in.
Horvath takes in, runners at first and second, 2 down. Top of the third, McAnally will look the runner back. You have Merritt Jones at second, Nate Rose at first. Idaho Falls has scored 1 in the inning to cut the lead in half to 2-1 Sixers. McAnally ready at the belt. The first pitch popped him up. Right side of the infield, Tafoya on the outfield, emerald green grass. He reaches up with his red glove, and he makes the catch, retiring the side. So McAnally minimizes damage in the third. Inching closer is the Bandits, and it's 2-1 Sixers after 2.5. You're listening to exclusive coverage and watching exclusive coverage of Post 6 baseball on 1480 KRAE.
At Wyoming Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we pair award-winning orthopedic services with the latest technology and high-quality patient-focused care, all at a location that's close to home. Whether you come to us for physical therapy, surgery, or a sports or job-related injury that requires expert care, we focus on your best outcome and on getting you right back out there to enjoy the activities you love. Learn more about our services at CheyenneRegional.org/ortho.
At First Tier Bank, we are proud to be a member of this great community and will always support all of our high school athletes. First Tier Bank takes great pride in sponsoring the live broadcast of the games and would like to wish all of our teams good luck. We share the credo with Newt Rockney when he said, "One man practicing sportsmanship is far better than 100 teaching it." It's all about the high school sports at First Tier Bank, 1508 Stillwater Avenue, Cheyenne.
We're just talking in the break, and Nick, this game has a palpable energy to it, and that tension, the palpable tension that the winner of this game really has an inside track to win it all.
Yeah, I think plain and simple. And nothing against Medford, nothing against the Billings Royals, but these two are going to battle it out, and you got to imagine that this is going to be an unbelievable amount of confidence and momentum moving them into day 3 and for the remainder of this tournament.
Cheyenne right now getting the better of it, 2-1, bottom of the third. Mason Tafoya leading things off against Merritt Jones. We knew this was going to be a great pitching matchup. And we also knew both lineups are probably like, okay, I don't want to hear about those pitchers anymore. Let's put some runs up. Now Jones taking a sweet time there on the hill. Just his hat, just his shirt, those camos. He's ready. The 1-0 pitch. Four-seamer misses away. It was a close one. Yep. Didn't get the call.
Again, let's make note again for Idaho Falls. Again, not wearing actual camo, but again, that just kind of military green style unique uniform.
2-0 pitch. That one stays up.
I think it's appropriate for Idaho Falls in those jerseys again. They're preparing for battle, and again, this is going to be a battle.
And you know what? It is kind of camo. You go sit in the bushes.
Yeah,
If you're up against a mountain near Pine Tree.
I was going to say, yeah, put them up against a pine tree, you're losing these guys.
You're losing, except for the red patch on the side. The 3-0. Here's a strike called on the outer edge of the plate. They look like they might go moose hunting after the game. A leg kick of the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Is that a thing up here in Gillette, moose hunting?
Not here, no.
Okay.
No.
I was going to say.
I couldn't think of an animal, so I just thought of moose. I don't know what happened. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. That is a nasty slider tailing away.
If they want to go antelope hunting, go right ahead. Clear those things off that highway.
Well, yeah, you get an antelope right over here at this lake, probably.
Clear them off for that highway, especially during football season. Oof.
They're
coming
everywhere,
up here.
right?
Yeah, coming up here for Thunder Basin games, Gillette in Campbell County.
First pitch to Coulter McAnally, slap foul. Ty Lane's going to snag it. Oh, he tried to get fancy with the behind the back.
He tried.
He tried.
I give him 7.5 on the effort.
I can't say anything. I threw a first pitch earlier.
How'd that go?
It went to the backstop. Way low and away. That one misses low at the shins to Coulter McAnally. 2-1 Sixers. We're in the bottom of the third. 1 out. Bases empty. Huge game. You can feel the postseason tension between Idaho Falls and Cheyenne. There's a popper. Pointing at it is the shortstop Hall, but coming up is Horvath, the right fielder, and he's going to shield his eyes from the sun and make the play.
Almost lost that one, kind of overran it to an extent, but again, coming away, recording the second out.
And that brings up Zach Kostopoulos. Kostopoulos chopped out to short his first time up. Rose handled him with a backhand. Merritt Jones now is settled in after allowing that 2-run, 2-hit second inning. I think that's kind of his thing, man. I think he slows down, focuses on his breathing if things don't go right, and just kind of gets right back at it. That one drops in for a strike inside edge.
Well, it seems like there's also a little communication error by Woods in the dugout right now, getting the signs. Keeps on calling it again for a refresh.
High leg kick, the 0-1 offering. Tap foul on that one towards the on-deck circle for Idaho Falls. This Idaho Falls team back-to-back World Series champions. One program that is exactly where they want to be. One program trying to get to that point. Here today at the Northwest Regional in Gillette. Jones is ready. Rears back, the 0-2. That one tap foul. It's off the elbow of Zach Kostopoulos.
Speaking of championships, speaking of postseason, give a plug for the Independence League. As right now, over at least coming up later on this evening in Spearfish, South Dakota, as Spearfish Sasquatch will play host to the Western Nebraska Pioneers.
0-2 pitch. Oh, he got the call on the outer edge. Oh, my goodness. You know what? The catcher, R.J. Woods and Merritt Jones, thought that was going to be a ball, but they got it. That ends the inning. And the Sixers go quietly in the third. We played 3. 2-1 Cheyenne. Live coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament here on 1480 KRAE.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue. And the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
John Mason here from Lincoln Way Pawn and Lincoln Way Liquor. If you haven't heard, we are more than tripling the size of our liquor store. But even better, we are going to have the first liquor store in America with McDonald's type drive-thru. You'll also be able to text or email your orders into us so they can be ready when you get to the store. You'll love the low prices, discounts, and huge selection. All this is possible thanks to our great customer base. We're open during the remodel, so we invite you in to see our progress. Lincoln Way Liquor, 2801 East Lincoln Way.
2-1 ball game. Sixers have the lead. We enter the top portion of the fourth inning.
We were talking during the break a little bit of the Independence League and that Collegiate League that showcases again the Casper Horseheads, Western Nebraska Pioneers, Gym City Bison. Again, it is championship, at least weekend here for Western Nebraska, the Pioneers, and again the Spearfish Sasquatch. Again, our friends with the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Again, owner Chuck Heeman, we've had on the program many a time.
Well, that's a nasty four-seam fastball that caught the outer edge, and the count is 0-1. Lower third of the order due up for this Idaho Falls team. Woods, Miller, Hall. That pitch up and in. 1-1. You talked about this earlier, R.J. Woods. He looks like he might lift weights.
He's
I'm
huge.
Just saying. Yeah.
He's got to be a linebacker.
Lane kick in the 1-1 pitch. Strike called to the knees. It looks like maybe after his baseball career, he might go down to the WWE Performance Center. That's all I'm saying here.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad plan.
Or either he could be a good defensive player for hockey.
1-2 pitch. That one lifted foul and out of play over the press box here.
He would be one of those guys with his built his side, committing a little goonery out there, but you know, again, NHL, that's gone away from it.
I'll say this. I noticed on the field, these guys are built. Like they must have a really good workout off-season program. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That is a nasty, dying breaking ball by Coulter McAnally in another strikeout. One away here in the Idaho Falls fourth inning.
McAnally again, just going to his strength of that, just heat. Getting another strikeout here today.
That's 5 today for Coulter. He's got his feet staggered, glove near his powder blue cap. First pitch incoming, misses away, ball 1 to Hunter Miller, who lined out to left his first time up. He is now 2 for 29.
Apologies on the visual side as we have folks coming in and out as doors right next to me. So you'll see a head noggin every once in a while. On the visual side, again, 1480 KRAE's YouTube channel, also too over on Twitter at ProMan56NP.
High leg kick, the 1-1. Strike call at the knees. The count is a ball and 2 strikes to Hunter Miller. Connor Hall on deck. Miller is senior.
Again, as we appreciate everyone tuning in on the audio side, video side for today's contest. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
He got him. Nasty. Another breaking ball by Coulter McAnally. Great location as well.
You can tell that Coulter is really settled in on the mound. He's gotten that comfortability back in. He is just attacking this Idaho Falls team.
I'll double check during the break, but I'm pretty sure that's number 6 for Coulter. It could be number 7, but I'll double check here. 2 away, but you're right. He is really getting to that headspace where he's a dangerous cat, and he just keeps throwing strikes. There's another one there on the outer edge. The count is 0-1. Coulter rears back, the 0-1 offering, and that is slapped towards right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Lopez. 2-out single by Connor Hall. He's now 1 out of 2.
I looked on Game Changer for you, Chris. It looks like for Coulter McAnally, he is at number 6 strikeout.
Yeah, I was right for once.
You've been right a lot. Give you your due credit.
Runner at first, 2 down. Well, let's see here what Idaho Falls chooses to do. They might elect to try to get that steal at second, get a runner in scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah.
McAnally aware of it. That's why he tosses it over there.
I think for Idaho Falls, absolutely, you'd be aggressive here, take advantage of any opportunity. As again, they're not going to come bountiful here in today's game. Look for them to be very aggressive on the base pass here.
McAnally ready from the stretch. The pitch. That one misses low and away.
Not sure
That
where.
is the opposite that I'd want to do, as he showed bunt there.
Not sure exactly where that missed. Again, you hear the groan of Post 6 faithful.
That has been a strike most of the evening, I will say. And that's all I'm going to say about it. There's a toss over to first, and back in standing is Connor Hall, who got a base hit to right moments ago.
We don't want to be those people arguing balls and strikes. Again, I talked with Caleb on the broadcast throughout this season that umpires have been, again, they have been willing to throw anyone out of this ballpark, at least this season.
Even me.
We've seen fans. Have you been?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, that would have been an interesting conversation.
Get him out of here.
We have seen players, we have seen coaches, we have seen fans tossed out of games this season. Give credit to the umpires who are not taking a whole lot.
Macanelli ready from the belt. Turn and toss to first. And again, back in time is Connor Hall. Well, it's a 2-1 Sixer lead. We are in the top of the fourth inning. You just get the feeling the winner of this game will have a great chance to get into that championship round later on. Again, the winner plays at 7.
I think plain and simple, yeah, you're in the driver's seat.
Oh, that's lined, and that's trouble in the gap in left center field. Hot going over. He's not going to get there. It drops right underneath the Universal Athletics sign. The speedster Connor Hall rounding third. The throw is late. He does a head-first dive across home plate, and we're all knotted up at 2 apiece. Chandler Robinson now, 2 extra base hits, and he gets the RBI to tie the game at 2.
Just like that, an even contest. Still 2 away, runner in scoring position for Idaho Falls. No bullpen activity as of yet for post 6. Do want to mention that. As here we are on the top of the fourth. Again, Coulter McAnally, keep an eye on his pitch count as well, too. I'll look at that very quickly. As it looks like right now, pitch count for Coulter McAnally at 60. Actually, as it's a little behind, it's showing 68 pitches as of right now.
That brings up Davin Luce with a runner at second and 2 away. It is a 2-2 ball game. I think this game's so important, you just stay with them as long as you can. I'm not sure you're trying to keep them under 80, but as far as you're concerned, too, I mean, you get over that century mark, you're starting to think, uh-oh, how many pitches do you have left?
Yeah, again, it's kind of approaching that 105 mark. Now you got to worry. Aggressive running, or at least a big lead. Coulter McAnally looking back. Idaho Falls looking for their first lead of this contest.
Well, Cheyenne scored the first 2. Idaho Falls has scored the last 2. It's a 2-2 game. That is lifted foul and out of play over the concession stand, where you can enjoy a nice cheeseburger or a walking taco or 3 bags of donut holes.
Donut holes?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, I only had 1 bag. Wink, wink. I didn't have 3.
It's hot enough. You'll just sweat off all that.
Yeah, right. I'm losing weight today. McAnally ready to belt. And now he's going to look. Chandler Robinson back. How about Chandler Robinson's day? 2 for 3. 2 doubles, a ribby. He tied the game moments ago. We're at the top of the fourth, middle stages of this huge game at the Northwest Regional Tournament. And you saw that last pitch, and you saw that Coulter McAnally thought that may have been strike 3. He was headed towards the dugout.
Not a bad place to miss for Coulter, again, with that being a ball at least called on that one to get very close. 1-2 count.
McAnally ready at the belt. Feet are staggered. The 1-2. And that one is spoiled and fouled off behind home plate over the concession stand. Still 1-2.
Any other unique goodies at the concession stand here in Gillette?
They have gummy bears.
I give that. That's unique.
They have some, I forget the name of it right now. I think they have Sour Patch Kids.
So they have Big League Chew.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
McAnally ready, the 1-2. He got him looking outside corner. Out of the inning they go. McAnally punches his glove. He's glad to get out of the inning, but he's frustrated that Idaho Falls has tied this game at 2. People be ready because things are going to get interesting here in this one on 1480 KRAE.
Enjoy your summertime fun, whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, picnics, and other get-togethers, by making sure you always have Mary's Mountain Cookies on hand for everyone to enjoy. Mary's Mountain Cookies has gourmet and specialty cookies, including their delicious ice cream cookies. They also have party trays for those special celebrations. So stop into the only dessert shop in historic downtown Cheyenne and get your sweet treats today at Mary's Mountain Cookies, 315 East Linkaway, or call and place your order at 307-514-0404.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712.
2-2 ball game. We enter the bottom portion of the fourth inning. Kelvin Hastings leading things off. Heart of the order due up. Hastings, Romero, Lopez. First pitch to Hastings. And that one lifted foul and out of play, first base side. Count 1 strike to Kelvin.
Looking at Garrett Jones right now on the mound. Pitch count for him only at 44.
Jones is ready. High late kick, the 0-1. And that is a fly ball. Right center field, going over Horvath. Oh, it's called off by Jones, and Jones will make the play. Now they bump fists out there.
And that could have been a dangerous situation. Could have been a costly mistake by Idaho Falls, but instead, again, first out recorded.
Well, that is a center fielder's ball if he calls for it. Maybe I'm wondering if Horvath maybe didn't hear him in the beginning of that. They almost collided. In any event, one away here in the 6th or 4th inning. A late kick by Jones in the pitch. That one just a little bit low on the outer edge of the plate. The count is 1-0 to Julian Romero. Romero walked his first time up. He is 5 for 15, 3 RBIs in the postseason, hitting .399 on the year, the senior.
And Romero, who I've complimented throughout this entire season, again, just phenomenal eye at the plate. Again, tough to strike him out.
There's a check swing on the breaking ball. He goes around. It's 2-1.
Romero, who likes to just hug right against that plate as well, too, makes that strike zone just so tough.
2 runs, 4 hits, Idaho Falls. 2 runs, 2 hits, Sixers. That 2-1 died a little too far down at the turf. And the count is 3 balls and a strike to Julian Romero. Boy, if you are Idaho Falls, you like to keep him off the bases.
Yeah, without a doubt. And again, for post 6 right now, by any means necessary to get base runners on, again, by walk, by hit, by pitch, it doesn't matter. Again, you're looking for any opportunity right now to, again, regain that lead. A brief pause once again, and Phil will come on in to chat.
Merritt feet staggered. The high leg kick, the 3-1. Chopper towards third, backhanded, loose has it. Fires off his back foot to first. Close play, safe at first. Romero beats it out because it took Robinson off the bag. I think they're going to score this an error. I think they get him if he is not taken off that bag. We'll see how they score. I think they may have just scored it a hit, so I'm wrong here.
So that'll be the 3rd hit for post 6 here this afternoon. Romero will be safe at first with 1 away. So yeah, if post 6 is going to be aggressive to regain the lead here.
We have talked extensively about this post 6 team, especially at that state tournament. We talked about McAnally struggling at the plate. Kostopoulos struggling at the plate. Top of the order today for post 6. 0 for 6, 3 strikeouts. We also talked about Romero and Lopez and guys in the middle of that order. Hastings stepping up in the postseason. Well, Romero today a walk, an infield hit. Dom Lopez a double down the right field line. Lopez up right now. This order, especially those guys, Romero and Lopez, and at the state tournament, you could put Hastings in that conversation as well. Dudes are just stepping up when they have to, and that's why Cheyenne is in this position.
This is something that Ty Lane has spoken with us about quite a few times here, especially in the month of July, where post 6, especially this part of the lineup, has been consistent, has been getting it done, again, has really stepped it up. Again, the issue was top 3, and more so for your power hitters of, again, Zach Kostopoulos and Coulter McAnally that were kind of a little inconsistent going through kind of the peaks and valleys. But that's what Ty Lane is just kind of wanting, and again, saw it yesterday against Eagle Rivers, that 1 through 9, consistent hitting.
Runner at first, 1 down, and Julian Romero on base is a nuisance. He's over there with a decent-sized lead. The stretch from Jones. Merritt kicks and fires. That one upstairs, collarbone high, it's 1-0. Wyatt Hott on deck. He had an RBI single earlier, so you got Lopez and Hott. Lopez the double, Hott the RBI single. It's a 2-2 game. It's the bottom of the 4th, halfway through winner's bracket game of the Northwest Regional. The 1-0. There goes the runner, hit and run on, and that is slapped on the right field line. Horvath going over in foul territory. He's sprinting. Boy, dude's got some speed, but he doesn't catch up with it as the one hops into the bullpen.
Romero had to quickly sprint right back to first base on that one, thinking he was going to get that in foul territory.
1 on, 1 out. 2-2 game. Lopez adjusts his helmet, digs back in. Merritt Jones, glove resting on his left knee, comes set at the chest. Turns and tosses to first, and back in easily with a head-first dive is Julian Romero. No tag applied that time by Robinson.
Count stays the same at 1 apiece.
That is driven towards right center field. Now Jones was over there in right center field, and the center fielder is going to go to the warning track, reach up and make the catch in front of the True Green sign. Retreating back to the bag at first base is Julian Romero. Man, that is a great hit by Dominic Lopez, but they had Jones playing pretty much in right center field.
Yeah, scouted very well by Idaho Falls. Picks up their second out as Romero stays stranded at first.
That brings up Wyatt Hott. 1 for 1, RBI single, 2 away in the inning. Runner at first. Turn and toss over there. That's a closer play, and he's safe. He got under that tag.
Idaho
Robinson thought he got him.
Yeah, I get Robertson to trying to sell as if he had him.
Now Merritt leans in, nods his head. He comes set. Turns and tosses. They get him this time. Oh, but the ball was dropped. The ball was dropped. They would have had him. Man, I thought he tagged him out and then lost it afterwards. I think they should have got him right there. Interesting.
But again, first place, at least first base umpire immediately said, hey, safe. Pointed to, again, what happened there on that pickoff attempt. 2 close calls for Romero.
That
stays
was
alive.
A close one right there, man. Whew, almost got him a couple times over there at the bag at first.
And Post 6 has been caught, and again, got at least leaning a couple times this season. As manager for Idaho Falls will talk with that first base umpire, get a clear understanding of that safe call.
We tried to ascertain why that was a safe call, and apparently the explanation sufficed because he's like, all right, nods his head and goes to the dugout. Runner at first, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Strike at the knees to Wyatt Hott. It's 0-1. Hott, 36 runs batted in after his RBI single earlier on. Boy, do you send Romero here? Trying to get in the scoring position? Interesting.
I think you might have to, again, be aggressive. Might as well.
At 0-1, it's a late call, but it's a strike on the outer portion. It's 0-2, 2 down, and you might see him go here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. 2-2 game. We're in the bottom of the 4th winners bracket game. Northwest Regional here at the gorgeous Lackey Memorial Stadium. Jones, another toss over. This time, not a closer play. Oh, wait, a balk. They caught him with a balk. And Merritt Jones wants an explanation. He's trying to figure out how that was a balk. And again, he's not speaking to the umpires in a pejorative manner. He asked him very nicely, but now the coaching staff out there talking to the first base umpire. They want an explanation, trying to ascertain how that was a balk. And now you don't have to steal second because moving into second base due to that balk is Romero.
Yeah, an umpire for the Idaho Falls Bandits coming out with a little bit of authority. Again, coming out again now, speaking with that first base umpire.
Yeah, he's a little upset now.
You can see he's getting a little animated out there, but so far, again, no motion to take him out of this game. But as it stands, again with the balk, Romero over at second, 0-2 count, 2 outs. And Post 6 looking to regain the lead here. 1 swing of the bat by Wyatt Hott.
2-2 ball game, bottom of the 4th. Middle innings of this game, go ahead, run at second with the speedy Romero. Merritt Jones is ready. He checks Romero thrice. The 0-2. That is a popper. Foul territory, left field line, loose. The third baseman going over, Rose going over, Miller. They all converge on the baseball, and it drops foul in between all of them.
Wyatt Hott will do it again.
Well, Wyatt Hott, you know, this guy takes advantage of his opportunities when he gets in there. 2 for 8 in the postseason coming in. With that RBI single earlier, he's now 3 for 9 in that postseason. 358 hitter in the regular year. Romero at second. A single would more than likely give the Sixers the lead in the bottom of the fourth. 2-2 game. The low leg kick of the pitch. That one fouled straight back off the net, and he was on that one. Wyatt takes a deep breath. Boy, he knows he's on that pitch. He's got the timing of Merritt down. Maybe Merritt might throw something else here.
Longer as his at-bat goes for Wyatt Honigan. Advantage goes to him.
The stretch here by Merritt. He checks Romero at second. He'll probably do it again. Does it thrice. The 0-2. Misses low and in. He tried to get him to chase, but to no avail. A ball and 2 strikes to count to Wyatt Hot. Caden Anderson on deck, hoping for an opportunity.
Again, no movement out of the Idaho Falls dugout for bullpen activity.
Now the stretch from Merritt Jones. Rare's back at the 1-2 offering. And there's a chopper at 1 hops to Merritt. He's got it. And he underhands to Robinson after jogging halfway to first. That's the inning. Romero stranded in scoring position. We've played 4 Northwest Regional Tournament winners bracket game day 2. It is Cheyenne 2. It is Idaho Falls 2. This is exactly what we expected.
Let Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union help you do something good for your financial health. It's still a great time to refinance your current mortgage to a lower interest rate and save some money every month. You can do some home repairs, pay off bills, or take a family vacation. Get the details on all the options available at your local branch or on mymeridiantrust.com. The staff at Meridian Trust will make the process easy, just like they've been doing for Cheyenne since 1954. If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout Southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
2-2 ball game as we enter the top portion of the 5th inning. Coulter McAdelli has been electric as always. Somehow Idaho Falls has managed to get 2 runs on them. They scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 on the 4th. These offenses have found ways to manufacture a couple of runs, and what we have is a great ball game here that I think is going to come down to the wire.
Well, and again, the reason why a couple of runs have been played across for both teams is, again, been at least due to the error. Again, both teams with 1 error in this contest. So, again, post 6, same with Idaho Falls, cashing in on that opportunity. Here we are on top of the 5th.
First pitch from Coulter. Tried to jam him, but he muscles it towards left. Coming on is Romero, and he makes a beautiful running catch right along the chalk. Boy, Romero covers ground out there. He's such a tremendous defensive left fielder. Makes another nice running play there.
Yeah, just full sprinting to get on that ball. Got it done. First out recorded.
Elliott Jones now 1 out of 3 with that stand-up double. That brings up Merritt Jones. He got an RBI reaching on an error his second time up. He's also been hit by a pitch.
And Merritt Jones, who has just been phenomenal on the mound.
First pitch to him as he pulls the bat back as he showed bunt is a 4-seam fastball outer edge for a strike. Merritt, 351 hitter, 5 homers, 37 runs batted in. McAnally is ready. The high leg kick in the 0-1. Swing and a miss, same location. Actually, they're going to say he tipped it into the glove of Anderson, and the count is 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty, 2-2 game. We are getting down to the waning moments here, getting to the latter stages of this game where every pitch is important. The 0-2 stayed up. Coulter wanted the call. He didn't get it, stood there like a statue.
Jones twitched at it as home plate umpire will appeal over to first again, say that he did not swing. That was close.
McAdelli cocks his right arm, the 1-2. And that is hit pretty well towards left field. Romero going over. He's back at the warning track. He's back at the wall. And that is gone over the left field fence, over the Hunter Green wall, and under the scoreboard.
Just
And
left.
Idaho Falls takes a 3-2 lead on Merritt Jones's 6th homer of the season.
As again, Coulter McAnally just left one hanging right down the heart of the plate. Launched that one out of this ballpark, and unfortunately for Idaho Falls, they have their first lead of this contest. That one stings. Coulter has just been pitching a phenomenal outing. Again, just one that he got away from him.
And to your point, Coulter hasn't made a lot of mistakes. And now he's getting frustrated because he feels he's not getting those borderline calls. And I do understand his frustration. It seems as if those borderline calls he was getting early, he's not getting now. There he gets one, outer edge of the plate. It is a ball and a strike. 3-2 ball game.
Be interested to see if Manager Ty Lane will come on out at a point in time to settle him down, get him to refocus. But so far, again, he's doing pretty well, getting ahead of the count here.
I mean, let's look. A mistake there for McAnally, the solo home run. But other than that, he allowed a stand-up double to Robinson. Hall got a base hit, but really it was a great pitch as McAnally comes back. I mentioned early in the game, he's so good after a mistake, coming back and getting a strikeout or getting ahead of a hitter. He gets another one there to Nate Rose, a very good hitter. And that brings up Ryan Horvath.
Him and this entire post six squad, again, they can keep their composure. Again, if they allow a home run or, again, any interesting event like that, again, they keep their composure pretty well.
First pitch from Coulter. That one, the curve stayed up. The count is 1-0 to Ryan Horvath.
Again, Coulter not missing by much on those.
Now the late kick and the 1-0 pitch. That one's a fastball. Quadricep high. 1-1.
And whoever loses this contest does not mean the end of the season for either or. Just means that you got a tougher round to get to that championship game.
Yeah, and you have to play tomorrow, 10:35 a.m. If you lose this game, you're going to have to play Yakima for Cheyenne. They really don't want to play Yakima.
Team that
they would love to play at 7 tomorrow.
Yeah, team that they lost to last year here, Northwest Regional.
High lay kick and the 1-2 pitch. That one upstairs, 2-2. I think this Northwest Regional, man, it is. Even though you've had a World Series champion, sometimes it seems like it's a little overlooked. I mean, you got a good Billings Royals team here. Medford is an Oregon powerhouse. They're back. In fact, it was a surprise last year that Eugene upset them. That is another swing and a miss. And Coulter McAnally there just said, you can't catch up to my fastball. And he threw it by him. That ends the inning. But a solo home run by Merritt Jones gives Idaho Falls the lead. They have scored 3 straight, and they lead it 3-2. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Post 6 baseball in the postseason on 1480 K.
Orders of our community.
Page and Zach Lane with Number One Properties extends best wishes to the Post 6 Sixers this season on another successful year on the diamond and bringing home another state championship. We have and will always continue to support the outstanding efforts of our Post 6 baseball team, and we're proud to be members of this great Cheyenne community. Make sure to contact Paige and Zach if you want to sell or buy a home, and most importantly, thank you for referrals from your friends at Number One Properties, Page and Zach Lane.
2 ball game. Idaho Falls has the lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Again, the winner is going to move on and play at 7 tomorrow in another winner's bracket game and kind of have that inside track to win. We mentioned it earlier. If you lose this game on day 2, you have a 22.6% chance to win the regional championship.
So
which, again, is higher than I thought, to be honest with you.
What you're telling me, there's a chance. So, again, it's something that, again, either or team can't be disappointed or at least can't reflect on this. Again, it's pretty much of, hey, you still got an opportunity. Again, double elimination format in this Northwest Regional. As here we are at the bottom of the 5th, 7-inning contest.
You know what it was if you lost day 1?
2%.
1.7.
All right.
Good guess, man. Nice job. Nick Adamas over here.
I try. Good. I tried. Math. I enjoyed math. I'll say that. And school. Taking a look at right now, again, we do have bullpen activity heading out for post 6.
Looks like Wyatt Hott is going to warm up. It's a nice pitch right there by Merritt Jones, and I bet Merritt has some newfound energy here, getting that 3-2 lead. He's ready. The 0-2 offering with that high leg kick, and that's going to be slapped down the right field line. Looks like it's going to hook into the bullpen, and the count is 2 strikes.
Kind of curious to know what the winning percentage is if you are in that final 2 of the winner's bracket, at least tomorrow.
Maybe I'll configure that tonight.
Because you got to imagine that your odds are pretty high, even though, again, it's day 3 of 5 here of this Northwest Regional.
Leg kick, the 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss. That's a drop, 3rd strike. R.J. Woods is going to fire down to first to officially retire Caden Anderson. Another strikeout for Merritt Jones. 1 away here in the 6th or 5th inning.
And we talk about Coulter McAnally when Post 6 had that lead. Again, the weight off of his shoulder, absolutely. The weight's got to be just incredibly just lifted for Merritt Jones now. Again, with Idaho Falls having the 1-run lead.
How about this duel here? McAnally 9 Ks. Merritt Jones just got his 6th. There's another strike on the inner half of the plate. The count is 0-1.
Again, a marked difference of the regular season matchup between these two. Again, Idaho Falls took care of Post 6 pretty handily, again, taking advantage of those errors.
That was nasty. Took a little off there with that slider, and the count is 0-2. Jones is ready. Shakes his head. 1 out, base is empty. 3-2 Bandits, the 0-2. Very close, didn't get the call, and it's 1-2.
You hear the moan and groan by the Bandits fans here wanting that one.
Now Merritt, feet shoulder width apart. Cocks and fires. Misses low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Ethan Reichstorfer. Reichstorfer struck out his first time up. He is 2 for 10, 4 ribbies in the postseason. Got him looking out of edge. Reichstorfer now 0 for 2, 2 Ks, 7 strikeouts for Merritt Jones. He has 2 in the inning, and now the top of the order to Mason Tafoya, who's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts.
This is the part of the order that really needs to come alive for Post 6.
First pitch to Mason. Waves and misses at a ball that died. Nice curve right there by Merritt. The count 1 strike to Tafoya.
An uncharacteristic day for Mason Tafoya.
A leg kick in the 0-1 offering. He reaches for it and slaps it foul out of play, first base side over the dugout that currently the Idaho Falls Bandits are in.
And as you alluded to, Wyatt Hott warming up in the bullpen for Post 6.
Leg kick the 0-2. Didn't get the call on the outer edge, and the count is 1-2 to Mason Tafoya. 3-2. Bandits have the lead. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 down. The wind from Merritt. The high leg kick of the 1-2 offering. Just off the plates. Count even. 2-2. Again, Cheyenne scored the first 2 in this game in the bottom of the 2nd. Idaho Falls has scored in each of the last 3 innings, scoring 1 in every inning. They've scored 3 straight, and that's a strikeout with a high fastball. R.J. Woods, the catcher, is pumped. He points at Merritt Jones, the pitcher, and pumps his chest out there and hits it with his fist, and all of a sudden, Merritt Jones strikes out the side, and Merritt has 8 Ks, rivaling the 9 Ks from Coulter McAnally, and we have a dogfight here at the Northwest Regional. 3-2. Idaho Falls the lead through 5. This is 1480 KRAE.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you are headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Pursue life with confidence knowing Platte Valley Bank is always there to help. Visit us today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Other value menus have burritos, maybe even nachos. But only Taco John's Valuist menu has the cheese-loving audacity to put nachos inside a burrito. With crunchy tortilla chips, creamy nacho cheese, and zesty sauces. Our new Nacho Crunch burritos pack 2 melty faves into 1. Try them with seasoned beef for just $2, or grilled chicken for $3. This might be our cheesiest menu ever.
The Valuist Menu, only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download our app, earn free food.
3-2, Bandits the lead. We enter the top portion of the 6th inning. McAnally is ready from the wind. The high leg kick. The first pitch is incoming. It's a fastball to strike. That had some heat on it right there. He's going to deal with R.J. Woods. It'll be Woods, Miller, and Hall. Woods hitting .292. 24 driven in. The 0-1. Oh, check swing. A pitch low. Did he go around? They may appeal, and he did. And the count is 2 strikes.
That is pitch number 90 for Colter McAnally. So again, he is winding down his time on the mound here for post 6. Here we are on the top of the 6.
McAnally ready. The wind, the high leg kick, and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just misses. If you're Colter here, you might attack hitters and not go to that breaking ball too often. Just throw strikes. Maybe you can elongate your outing. Leg kick and the 1-2 pitch. That one misses low and outside, and the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes to R.J. Woods. R.J. is a junior. The leg kick by Colter, the 2-2. Chopper towards third, diving stop, Reichstorfer. He pops up, he fires to first. He gets him by inches. Great play, Ethan Reichstorfer, a web gem there at third base.
A heck of a play. Again, close play as well, too, over at first. Again, got it done. First out recorded. That is huge.
Brings up Hunter Miller, who's lined out to left. He struck out. 3-2, Idaho Falls.
Preventing that leadoff man from getting on board. That was necessary for post 6 right now.
McAnally rears back the delivery. It's a fastball, strike called, inner half of the plate. 0-1 the count. Bandits lead by a run. They escaped yesterday. Avoided an upset against Rocky Mountain. Trying to escape with a win here today. And really had that inside track to win this whole dang thing. They are the back-to-back defending, reigning World Series champions.
You're doing a nice little Paul Heyman intimidation right there on the champion.
Late kick in the 1-1. Hey, the guy's a genius. I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
There you go. The reigning, defending, undisputed. But hopefully post 6 can have a different say on that.
Who do we call the tribal chief? I don't know. Only
I don't know about that.
26% of you will understand that reference. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
I feel like wrestling's growing again.
I would agree. The leg kick and the 1-2. Maybe 26% will admit they know that reference. There's a popper down the right field line. Tafoya slanting out to his left. Makes the catch right along the chalk with his red glove. Second casualty here in the Idaho Falls 6th inning.
McAnally and crew looking for another quick 1-2-3 inning. As you alluded to, again, Idaho Falls scoring in the previous 3 straight. Again, to get that 3-2 lead, looking to put up another 0.
You got to hand it to Colter McAnally. This offense is really good for Idaho Falls. They're hitting .330 as a team. First pitch from Colter. Here's a strike. Do you know their on-base percentage is just under 500? That's as a ball club. That is incredible. They average 8.6 runs per game.
That's on the same pace again, what post 6 have been doing
exactly
this season.
Late kick in the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
And again, neither team has really shined on the offensive side. Again, outside of the 1 home run, and 5 hits total for the Bandits, 3 total for post 6. And this has been just whoever's taking advantage of, again, miscues or, again, just those slight movements.
He got him on the outside edge. That ends the inning. Another beauty by McAnally. Double-digit strikeouts again for Colter as he gets 1 here. We move on to the bottom of the 6th. It is crunch time here in Gillette, and it's 3-2, Idaho Falls.
The Brake Stop in Casper and Cheyenne is your locally owned brake specialist for over 20 years. ASE certified, we always offer 100% free brake inspection, free tire rotations, and now offering a free alignment check. So for the best brakes, best service, and always the best price, stop at the Brake Stop. In Casper, call 307-473-3072. or in Cheyenne, 307-514-6231. See our website and social media for exclusive deals.
Three to 2, Idaho Falls has the lead over Cheyenne. Both these teams very similar. Both these teams have three-peated as state champions. They have a stranglehold on their state. Idaho Falls trying to get back to the World Series. This win would go a long way in doing that. Cheyenne trying to get to their first ever World Series. The win for them would go a long way into doing that as well.
Final 6 outs option here for Post 6 to get it done, to get it the victory.
First pitch to the dangerous Coulter McAnally, high and tight, watch out. The count is 1-0. Coulter is chopped out to Rose at short. He's flying out to Horvath and right.
Here's what you need again. Merritt Jones with the home run. How about Coulter McAnally gets a repeat?
Oh, that hit him. Well, they'll take that.
Whatever
that puts a tying run aboard.
Whatever way that you can get a man on board right now, you'll take it. Leadoff man on board.
That brings up Zach Kostopoulos. He represents the go-ahead run.
How about Zach Kostopoulos get a home run? We'll go with that too. Either way.
He does have 8 this year. He had 10 a year ago. And that's going to trigger a meeting at the mound. Merritt Jones, pitch count is below 80 currently. And it looks like they may, let's see, hasn't given him the hook yet. What are they going to do here? This is an interesting decision.
They're going to stick with him.
They'll stick with him. I mean, you could take him out. I'm trying to think if you would have him in the championship round if you took him out now.
Yeah,
if you kept him under 80, I think you would.
Yeah. But I again,
you got to win this game.
I think this is, again, that true championship contest right now. This is going to decide who might be, again, representing in that championship on day 5. Both teams taking this very seriously. Again, this is only day 2.
McAnally with great speed at first. Pitch to Kostopoulos, a strike called on the outer half of the plate.
You feel that buzz. You feel that just something potentially brewing here for Post 6 to regain the lead.
Now Kostopoulos jumped towards second. I think he's trying to time a jump. And we shall see what they elect to do. This is very interesting here with McAnally at first. He timed that jump. Let's see if they try to take second. You do have a really good catcher in R.J. Woods behind the dish. It's risky, but a great base runner, McAnally. They don't run. The 0-2. He got him looking on the outer edge. That is a big-time pitch made by a big-time player in Merritt Jones.
That's Kostopoulos again struggling here today.
Kostopoulos now, let's go off what you said here. He's 5 of 23 in the postseason, 0 for 3 today. Brings up Kelvin Hastings.
And again, that is a big bat that has been shut down here in the postseason. Again, need him to come alive if Post 6 wants to win this regional.
Jones turns and tosses to first, and McAnally back in time. McAnally, by the way, we've mentioned kind of the struggles of these stars for Cheyenne. McAnally, Kostopoulos, the 1-2 punch. McAnally 3 of 22 in the postseason.
You need those big bats that were alive in the regular season to come alive here if you want a shot.
There goes Mac, hit and runs on. Oh, a nice backhanded play by Merritt Jones, and he's going to rainbow a throw to Robinson. McAnally gets to second base. Well, Merritt knew that he could not be stingy and try to get McAnally going to second base as he took off and got a good jump, by the way. So Hastings out, and all of a sudden here, a single could tie this game late. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Cheyenne down to their final 4 outs. Winners bracket, Northwest Regional. It's been a dandy.
This is matchup 3 of 4 happening here today. Again, 2 teams have already been eliminated out of this regional tournament.
If you're Cheyenne, you want a clutch hit in the postseason this year, you turn to this guy, Julian Romero. First pitch to him. Ooh, almost hit his ankle. He kind of had to skip back his hips to avoid it. Count 1-0.
Romero, the state tournament MVP. Looking to see if he can repeat that as regional tournament MVP.
He's made some clutch hits late in this season. McAnally representing the tying run at second, 2 away, bottom of the 6th. The 1-0. Four-seam fastball caught the outer edge, darting away from the hitter. 1-1 the count to Julian Romero.
You gotta imagine if Merritt Jones is able to again pick up out number 3, that he'll go the full way in inning number 7 for Idaho Falls.
By the way, Romero has not been retired today. A walk, an infield single.
Yes, Idaho Falls does have a base available if they want to.
Jones leans in. 3-2 game, Bandits the lead. They are no strangers to winning close games. Neither is Cheyenne. The stretch. The 1-1 pitch. There's a tapper off of home plate. Charging is Robinson. He's got it. He underhands to first. They get him by a half a step to win the inning. Sixers leave McAnally in scoring position. We move on. Late in this game, it's Idaho Falls 3. It's Cheyenne 2. The Sixers running out of outs. You're on 1480 KRAE.
At Fat Boys Tire and Auto, our business is about more than just selling tires and fixing cars. We believe in faith, family, and community. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and 3 generations later, our values have never changed. When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys, and we'll treat you like family. Fat Boys Tire and Auto in Cheyenne, Laramie, Scottsbluff, and Wheatland. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
Your memorable adventures start right here at Kia of Cheyenne. I'm AJ Miller, and it's time to come in and see the new 2022 Kia Sorento with exceptional style, safety, and comfort for the money. Get plenty of value and standard features like 3-row seating for up to 7 passengers, 8-speed automatic transmission, remote keyless entry, and an 8-inch touchscreen display. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
3-2, Idaho Falls has the lead. Coulter McAnally, another strong start against a very strong lineup. He went 6 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 earned, 5 hits, 10 strikeouts. He'll give way to Wyatt Hott. Wyatt Hott's quietly had a very good year. You know, you talk about the stars of this Sixer team, McAnally. You got guys like Bradley Feaser, 2 D1 dudes, but kind of makes you forget about Wyatt Hott, who is undefeated. He hasn't lost a game yet this year. Has an ERA well under 2. He's got 59 strikeouts to 17 walks.
Now, Wyatt Hott has just been phenomenal on the mound. As again, a lot of these pitchers have been. Again, that is the key thing for Post 6. Again, winning 65 games. Again, has been the pitching depth compared to other squads. Looking to, again, right now, get it done with Wyatt Hott to get a 1-2-3 inning. And then bottom of the 7th. Hopefully a little magic for Post 6 as we've seen in the past couple of contests for them.
Well, the objective is clear here for Idaho Falls. They want insurance. They lead 3-2. We're in the top of the 7th. Hott leans in to get his sign. The lefty. Robinson will dig in with 2 doubles in a ribby. He's 2 out of 3. First pitch to him. Misses away, and the count is 1-0. It'll be Robinson, Luce, Jones, Merritt Jones, a chance if anybody gets on. Now Wyatt is ready. The lay kick and the 1-0 pitch. And that one misses low at the shins, and the count is 2-0.
Wyatt Hott trying to settle on in. Got a big opportunity for this young man out of Scottsbluff, Nebraska, and moving to Cheyenne this season.
Cheyenne scored the first 2 in this game. Idaho Falls has scored the last 3. Idaho Falls got 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Count now 2-1. Here to Chandler Robinson.
Yeah, in Post 6, if they're to lose this contest, does not mean the season comes to an end.
2-1. And that is lifted down the right field line, going over McAnally and foul ground. He tipped it off his glove, and then he makes the catch. Whew. Great concentration there by Coulter McAnally.
That causes you to lose about a couple minutes off your life with a play like that. But again, Coulter McAnally getting it done again, just kind of bounced out of the glove. Thankfully repositioned himself to record it. So first out.
3-2 Bandits. Top of the 7th inning, 1 out. Base is empty.
We have seen a lot of 3-2, at least matchups here in this Northwest Regional. See one more here.
Nice pitch there by Hott. The lefty deals up a strike on the outer portion of the plate. It's 0-1. In case you're wondering, 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Sixers in the bottom of the 7th. Lopez, Hott, Anderson. That's your scheduled hitters, the 0-1. That one misses low at the shins, and the count is even. A ball and a strike to Dominic Lopez. The loser of this game faces elimination at 10:35 in the morning against Yakima, the Washington State champs, the 1-1. That is lifted foul and out of play, first base side. 1-2 the count.
Again, a team post-6 fought last year, lost to that Pepsi Pack squad. Looking to avoid that loser's bracket here, at least tomorrow, day 3.
Stretch here by Hott, and the 1-2. Didn't get the call on the outer edge. Hott, a facetious smile on his face after that. Count 2-2. 3-2 Bandits, top of the 7th. 1 out, base is empty. The 2-2. Sharply hit ground ball towards short. Hastings has it. Sidearms a throw over. They got him, 2 away.
That's what you wanted again. First 2 outs very quickly done by Wyatt, Hott and company. Looking to make it again 1-2-3.
Brings up Elliott Jones, a .439 hitter. 6 homers, 34 driven in, 1 for 3 today with a stand-up double. Count 1-0, 3-2 Bandits. Hott trying to keep it that way. The late kick in the 1-0. That one misses low at the shins. It is 2 balls and no strikes to Elliott Jones. Merritt Jones on deck.
And no bullpen activity for post 6. Again, this is Wyatt Hott's to close out.
Now the 2-0. Didn't get the call there, 3-0.
It's getting Wyatt Hott. Same to Coulter McAnally. Again, not missing by much.
2 outs, base is empty. 3-2 Idaho Falls. Back-to-back World Series champs. Going up against the Wyoming State champs and the Cheyenne Sixers. And Hott upsetted himself. He walks him on 4 pitches. That brings up the dangerous Merritt Jones. Merritt, a solo home run to give Idaho Falls their first lead. That happened in the top portion of the 5th inning. He is 1 for 2. And he has 2 ribbies.
Two outs, runner at first.
The late kick and the pitch. Tails in, catches the plate. The count is 0-1. So it's 3-2 Idaho Falls. Cheyenne will have one more shot after this. Idaho Falls, they want insurance runs. They have one over at first, but 2 away. Hott rears back the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nasty one there by Hott, and the count is 2 strikes. 3-2 Bandits late in this game. Hott leans in to get his sign. Top of the 7th, runner at first, 2 away. Wyatt rears back the 0-2. There goes the runner. Throw to second base. Is there on time, but did he get the tag in? He did! He tagged him on the red helmets. Hastings tags him out. That's the inning. Last chance for the Sixers when we come back. They need 1 to tie. They need 2 to win. It's the Northwest Regional Tournament. This is Sixer Baseball on 1480 KRAE.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best. That's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate. Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
Pete's Builders here. As you're probably aware, your neighborhood was just struck by Mother Nature. We've already begun receiving calls to come out and inspect for damage in your area. Before you let just anybody hop on your roof to take a look, please understand that we are a locally licensed and insured company that has done business in Cheyenne for nearly a decade. Call us now to schedule your free inspection while we still have availability. Don't be the owner of the roof that gets left behind.
Call 307-514-5489 or go online to petesbuilders.com.
3-2. Idaho Falls with the lead. We enter the bottom of the 7th. last chance for Cheyenne. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. Dominic Lopez, Wyatt Hott, Caden Anderson scheduled to hit. Dominic Lopez has a double down the right field line. He's also flied out to right. He'll dig in from the right side. He represents the tying run.
We saw it twice in that state tournament again. Post 6 in the 7th inning, getting it done, coming from behind and winning those contests. Once against Sheridan and then twice against the Gillette Rough Riders.
Chopper up the middle. It is snagged and he throws him out. And boy, Rose, that shortstop, has been tremendous. Makes another play from behind the bag at second base. He's got a lot of range. 1 pitch, 1 out. Post 6 down to their final 2 outs. And boy, if they don't come back here, they'll find themselves facing elimination tomorrow at 10:35 against Yakima. The winner plays at 7 tomorrow. And now Ty Lane wants to chat with Wyatt Hott before his AB.
Lopez on that previous play, again, he is a speedster. Again, made that a very close one over at first. But unfortunately, again, first out recorded here in the bottom of the 7th.
Merritt Jones has been spectacular in this game. Allowed 2 runs in the second. Other than that, donuts everywhere. Jones from the wind. Rears back and the pitch. Strike called. Quadricep high down the middle. Merritt trying to out-duel Coulter McAnally. They both have been really good in this game.
The Bandits looking for a series sweep here against Post 6. Again, they're 1-0 in the regular season.
That one misses away in the count, even a ball and a strike.
Winner, again, will take on the winner of this next upcoming matchup between Medford and the Billings Royals.
Now the 1-1. That one lifted foul and out of play, third base side. There is a shot. You could see these two teams again.
Possibly.
Later on, you never know. A ball and 2 strikes the count. Cheyenne down to their final 2 outs, trailing by a run. 3-2 Bandits. The late kick. The 1-2 pitch. Misses high and away. This is very interesting. 2 teams that just find ways to win. Which team is going to find a way to win here tonight?
Will Post 6 be that gritty team we saw up in Sheridan?
2-2. Liner, base hit. Right in between Robinson and Hall to right field. Wyatt Hott gets a much-needed single, and the Sixers have a much-needed base runner as they try to irrigate momentum late in this game. Tying run aboard here in Gillette.
That's what you needed. That's what you got. And again, base runner over at first as we will have a pinch hitter in as Hayden Swain will come on in for Post 6.
Hayden Swain to hit for Caden Anderson. Caden was 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. Hayden a .285 hitter. He's 1 for 8 in the postseason. And now we'll have a meeting at the mound. Merritt Jones has been terrific. But the tying run is at first, and there's 1 away. And Wyatt Hott can run.
He absolutely can. Again, the winning run is at the plate here for Post 6. Again, for them to remain undefeated here in the postseason, advance on to the winner's bracket.
Long meeting on the hill as they coalesce around the pitching rubber. Home plate umpire is going to go break it up with his fake gavel. And there it is, meeting adjourned. Well,
should we make that a trend? Give them a gavel?
We should do that. That's kind of. I want
something,
a gavel.
Something to at least.
I want a gavel too.
They are pretty cool.
They are cool. They expensive?
I don't think so. They're just made out of wood. I figure.
Oh, we can probably make one.
Yeah.
3-2. Idaho Falls the lead. Cheyenne has the tying run at first base. Winning run at the plates. Pinch hitter Hayden Swain in the game. Merritt Jones is ready. Comes set at the midsection. And the pitch. A fastball. It's a strike, outer portion of the plate. And the count is 0-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, Bandits. 2 runs, 4 hits, Sixers. Tying run at first. Jones ready at the abdomen. The 0-1. There's a tapper towards third. Loose has it. Sidearms to throw to second for 1. Bobbling the throw, and it's late to first. Oh, my goodness. It was bobbled by Hall, and if he doesn't, they get him at first base. Ooh, and the Sixers barely staying alive there.
Keeping alive. Get another close play at first. Post 6 beats it out. Final out, unfortunately, though, for Post 6 to get it done.
And that brings up Ben Bowman. He is going to pinch hit. Well, Swain looks like he may be shaken up here at the bag at first base. Corey Williams is going to go run, it looks like, for Swain. Ben Bowman is going to hit and be a pinch hitter as he's trying to keep this game alive. And Hayden Swain, when I say he's jogging gingerly, he is in some pain, man.
He's hobbling a bit. So again, they will take him out. Corey Williams as a pinch runner, as we will have Ben Bowman up. He represents, again, the winning run at the plate here for post 6.
Well, Corey Williams represents the tying run. He's at first. 3-2 Bandits. Sixers down to their final out. Bowman hitting .300. 0 for 2, 2 ribbies in the postseason. First pitch to Bowman. Fastball strike, inner half of the plate, knee high. The count is 0-1.
Post-game show will be a very quick one. We'll go over stats. Thank our sponsors. Get on out of here. So this
count
one wraps
0-1.
up.
Merritt Jones has been spectacular again. That one tapped right into the glove. Snap throw to first, and that almost ended the game. Just getting back and under the tag in time is Corey Williams. And the Sixers down to their final strike. The count is 2 strikes. Tying run at first, 2 down. Merritt Jones trying to get a complete game victory. Once upon a time, the Sixers led this game 2-0. Jones comes set. He is ready at the midsection. Tying run at first. The 0-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. R.J. Woods bare hands in front of home plate. And he fires to first and retires. Ben Bowman, and the game is over. The Idaho Falls Bandits do it again. They find another gritty, scrappy way to win a close game in the postseason, and they knock off the Cheyenne Sixers by a final score of 3-2. Cheyenne now faces elimination tomorrow at 10:35 against Yakima, a team they faced last year at the Northwest Regional Tournament. Idaho Falls moves into Wednesday, still undefeated, as they await the winner of the next game. Man, oh man, that was a great game and a great duel. We'll come back with a post-game show next here on 1480 KRAE.
The players return to the field. Up to bat are the Warriors. First up, number 7. There's the pitch. It's a hit, good for a single. Next, number 18. He swings, line drive to center field. 15 steps up, another hit. Bases loaded now as number 40 approaches the plate. It's headed for the fence. Grand slam, the Warriors win the game. Make it home safe. Buckle up, every passenger, every trip, every time.
Well, the Sixers fall short to the Idaho Falls Bandits 3-2. This Bandit team just finds a way to win close games. You know, they were in trouble this year the Idaho State Championship, losing midweek, and they came back. They found a way. They beat Pocatello twice to get here, a team they lost to earlier in that week. And here we are again. Idaho Falls moves on. They're 2-0 at the tournament. Cheyenne facing elimination tomorrow. We'll go through some stats here, but let's start with Merritt Jones. He's now 9-0. How about a dude that gets a complete game win on the hill, allowing just 2 runs on 3 hits, 11 strikeouts, and then gets the go-ahead solo home run in the 6th inning.
Impressive effort on the mound for him. Again, had that slow start. Again, Post 6 figured him out early on, but once he got comfortable, he was unhittable. And again, give him credit. He is undefeated for a reason. He is going to be a stellar product coming out of Idaho Falls. He is, again, plain and simple, the anchor, the reason why Idaho Falls is moving on the winner's bracket to tomorrow. Again, getting it done, the complete game victory against Post 6 today.
We got to mention, man, this was about the pitching. This was about the duel.
Yeah.
Coulter McAnally was really good as well in a losing effort. 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned. He struck out 10. Another double-digit strikeout game for him against a very good lineup.
The only miscue, the only issue with Coulter McAnally that he had today was that 1 home run allowed, and that was the difference maker in this contest. Again, to Merritt Jones. Give credit to him as well, too, getting it done. Again, lifting his team. Coulter McAnally's done a similar stint where, again, he's been on the mound and helped out his own offensive output. Merritt Jones doing the same thing here for the Bandits, where, again, that lone home run was the big difference maker in this contest. And, yes, Idaho Falls moves on. Again, they are 1 step closer to, again, making it back to the American Legion World Series. Post 6, unfortunately, again, they're in the losers bracket again. Season does not come to an end, but it is definitely on the line as of tomorrow.
And we have to talk about a couple of more guys here for both teams. We talked about Merritt Jones. What about Chandler Robinson? Catalyst, top of the order. He was 2 for 4, 2 doubles in this game. On the other side, a bright spot for the Sixers, Wyatt Hott, 2 for 3, 2 singles, and an RBI. But, you know, in the end, the reason this game was won was that they handled the top of the order. 0 for 8 was the top of the order with 4 strikeouts to Foya, McAnally, and Kostopoulos. And if Cheyenne's going to come back and make a run after this loss, McAnally and Kostopoulos really need to get hot at the plate.
Plain and simple for tomorrow. Again, if Post 6 wants to avoid elimination against a very talented Yakima team that, again, beat them last year as well, too. Post 6, absolutely, again, those top hitters, again, Tafoya, Kostopoulos, McAnally including, again, need to come alive. Again, Andrew Thailand has spoken with us many a time. 1 through 9, that has to be consistent hitting, especially here in the regional tournament where these teams will win just like this. Again, find a way to shut down your hitters. That's plain and simple. Again, if you want to get past that Pepsi Pack team play on day 4, you got to find a way to get that offense alive that we saw day 1. Again, that offense that was here gelling yesterday against the Eagle River Wolves, you need to find a way to get it done against the Pepsi Pack squad. So, with that being said, though, we will wrap things up here live from Gillette as, again, Post 6 losing this contest 3-2. Again, we'll play tomorrow, again, elimination contest between them and the Yakima, at least Pepsi Pack squad. Again, that is a 10:30 at least first pitch, 10:15 pregame show here on 1480 KRAE. Take this opportunity very quickly right now to thank our fine sports sponsors here on KRAE. I'd like to thank First Tier Bank, Merritt Plumbing and Heating, Pages Act Lane and Number 1 Properties, Platte Valley Bank, Chick-fil-A across from Powersfield at Windmill and Del Range, Medicap Pharmacy, Kia of Cheyenne, the Gill Window Company, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service, Wyoming Department of Transportation, Two Doors Down, Pete's Builders, Cheyenne Pack and Ship. Also, too, would like to thank Mondel's Pizzeria, Birds Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, The Brake Stop, Leakaway Superpond, Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, Mary's Mount Cookies, Lennox Auto Body and the Auto Glass and Detail Center. And last but not least, Taco John's, a scoreboard sponsor, where, again, Idaho Falls 3, Cheyenne Post 6 2. Post 6, again, moves to that loser's bracket tomorrow. Again, Yakima, Pepsi Pack squad, again, Idaho Falls. They move on to the winner's bracket. They will await the winner of Medford versus the Billings Royals coming up here in a few short minutes here in Gillette, Wyoming. So for myself, Nick Proietti, for Chris Brintle, we will be back tomorrow early morning here on 1480 KRAE with that contest. Absolutely pops back at the station, pushing all the right buttons. As now we will send at least back to the studio for regular programming here on 1480 KRAE. Talk to you tomorrow morning. See